I had a couple of questions regarding the move to third base. But first of all, I think as an icebreaker, I'll let you know I moved from behind the plate to third base, and the hardest ball ever hit at me, honest to God, this is not pandering, was from your dad. And we were at Mile High Stadium, and for some reason in the ninth inning, Joe Torre had me come in for a bunt. And I'm like, hey, this guy's not going to bunt. And he hit a ball past my head, and the glove came up afterwards. And so I always think about how fast the ball gets on you at third base. Now, is that something, I hear a lot of people talking to you about the transition, is that something that is a focus for you, or that you think you'll adjust to relatively easily?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there will be days where I get out there and work on some harder hit balls, but for me, honestly, it's like understanding I have more time. At shortstop, it's a lot of it is get the ball, throw it, longer throw, ball takes longer to get to you, maybe not as fast, you know, but yeah, so at third base, just like learning what my clock is and just really trying to figure that out.
Have you been a shortstop inherently from the time you started playing baseball, like a lot of guys that get here? Were you always a shortstop, or have you ever played anywhere else on the diamond?
I mean, primarily shortstop, but I mean, nowadays, growing up, you play on like good travel ball teams, and everybody on the team's a shortstop,
yeah,
so
exactly.
you move around. So, you know, in high school, I played third base and second base and short, and so I've done it all.
Got it. Okay, so I have a question regarding the glove, because for me, when I went to third base, I'd never seen fair territory before. I was a catcher all my life, and they moved me out at third. And so I started out with a small glove because it felt more like a catcher's glove. I soon realized that maybe the glove gets a little bit bigger. You got a couple of gloves with you here. Are you thinking about transitioning to a different glove, or you have something you're comfortable with you're going to stick with?
Yeah, I mean, I reached out to a couple guys that I've played with in the past that have played third base and asked them what they thought, and they said that I should go bigger because why not?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is my shortstop glove. It's 11.5. It's a different web, too. So, this is an I web. And so I'm just using this now. It's a 12-inch as an H web. Honestly, the H web, I just felt like it looked third base, so,
yeah.
So I went with it.
Have you been using this in all the workouts and stuff right now? Does it feel different to you? Even the half-inch different? Does it feel different?
A little bit. I mean, there was a couple times I reached down and I felt like my glove hit the ground when I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you really think about it, half-inch.
Yeah, getting the ball in and out of the glove, not much of a difference?
No, not too bad, not too bad. I mean, it's bigger, so definitely different, but I don't notice it much.
So with regards to playing third base, I think one of the things that's different from even when I played out there is third basemen tend to play a lot deeper now than they had in the time, kind of give up the bunt and make sure that you cover more range. I think with your range, you think you're going to be playing deep and trying to cover as much ground as you can, or would you use your athleticism, play a little bit more shallow and guard against the ball inside too?
Yeah, well, I think there'll be times for both, but I think right now I'm working on playing deep, getting comfortable there, and coming in, I'll figure that out as we go.
Any particular play down the line or to your left or something that feels a little different than what you're used to at shortstop?
Yeah, I would say a big part of my game at shortstop was like making backhand plays on the run, coming in a little bit, and that was something that was very natural for me. At third base, it's a little bit of a different angle for the throw, so that's something I'm definitely going to be nailing.
Did you ever use the turf from shortstop? I mean, a lot of third basemen you'll see on the deep throws now will use that one body. That was my friend.
Yeah.
Without a cannon for an arm, I use that one hop. Is that something you'll have to incorporate into the game?
I'm sure I will, but I mean, I played with Matt Chapman. I didn't see him use the turf much. Now he's got a cannon, but yeah. So that's my thought of when I look at a third baseman. So I'm really just trying to figure out who I am as a third baseman.
All right. So transitioning to the other side of the ball, the offensive side, for you, a couple of things. The bat wrap. Is that something, I mean, it's an extreme bat wrap, but you're still quick to the baseball. Is that something you've done since you were a kid? Is that something you developed along the way as you progressed?
No, I've just done it my whole life. My dad always told me growing up to over-exaggerate everything.
Really?
And be as dynamic as you possibly can be. And it's just what I started doing, just trying to be as athletic as I could be in the box.
Well, you're athletic in the box for sure. And the leg kick, I've seen you go with a big leg kick at times. I've seen you shorten up and almost go with no leg kick at times. Does that depend on pitcher, count, situation? How do you adjust the bottom half for at bats?
It's mostly 2 strikes versus early in the count.
Yeah.
Obviously the leg kick early and the no strike late, but there's times for everything, and really I just want to have the ability to have different tools whenever I need them, but most of the time it's 2 strikes.
So one other thing regarding your offensive prowess, I think it's remarkable to me that I think your career batting average is about 60 or 70 points higher with men in scoring position than it is with bases empty. So what is it about those situations that locks you in? Is it something that you've always found that you've done well, or has that evolved as you've become a quality big league RBI guy?
I think that obviously the goal is to be locked in and have the best plan you can every single time you walk up to the plate, but for me, I think it just becomes a little bit easier. I mean, the name of the game is getting runs in. You got to score runs to win games, so when that situation comes, I think there's just a little bit of more of a focus, and really in terms of my plan and what I want to accomplish in that at-bat, and I've just been lucky enough to accomplish it.
Yeah, it's not lucky. Yeah, you've got a skill there, and it seems like you lock in those moments. I think to be a guy that can drive in runs the way you do, you've got to want to be up there in those moments. Is that something you're like, you're waiting on deck and you're wanting the guy to get on there so you can be the guy that drives them in?
I definitely enjoy those moments.